July 23rd through the 27th for 10 and 12U, and the 13 and 14U championships July 30th to August 3rd, all here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. For the 8U and 13U Travel Ball National Championship will be in Texas, July 16 to 20 at Baseball USA, and the 8s at Spring Klein. There are, as we have said already, multiple ways to qualify for the Travel Ball National Championship. A team can qualify by being ranked by TBS as one of the elite best of the best and receive an automatic invitation, or can earn a berth in tournament play in one of the qualifying tournaments, as we are here today. Travel baseball has become prevalent around the country for about the last 15 years or so, but until now there had been no real national championship for these teams to play for. There have been various tournaments over the years that have tried, but someone's always left out because they didn't play with the right organization. But Nations Baseball, which has been the fastest growing travel ball sanctioning body in the U.S. over the last 6 years, and Travel Ball Select, which has been the travel ball encyclopedia for the last decade, these two organizations got together to make sure that travel ball now has a national champion that can truly say they are the best. And this is a step in that direction. As we get set for the first pitch, and our game is underway. At bat is the Gwinnett County Team Combat. And their first batter, Josh Downs, is at the plate. One and two, the count.
Ryan Todd on the mound for the Team Elite. Good-looking pitcher.
Well, they don't have any reason to hold anything back now. If their pitchers haven't run out of innings for the tournament, they should put the best of their best at every position on the field. And the first out goes down swinging, Josh Downs.
Good pitch.
Starts with an 0-1.
Nice contact and a ball to deep left field. Caught easily by the left fielder for Team Combat. So 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down for Team Combat as the Forsyth, Georgia Team Elite handling things quite well here in the early going. Your pitcher, Ryan Todd, on the mound, throwing strikes.
Good swing by Alex Freeland right on that pitch.
Your catchers, number 18, Ford Kelly. Called strike 2. And young Ryan Todd is giving them plenty to look at and plenty to try and hit.
He's filling up that strike zone.
Called strike 3. Retires the side. Ryan Todd and his catcher Ford Kelly combining to keep the rest of the defense out of play. And we go to the bottom of the first inning now, where Team Elite will come up to bat. Team Combat taking to the field. No score early on. We'll be back with the bottom of the inning number 1 after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
"Son, you just gotta swing away."
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing weight since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Thank you.
We're set to start the bottom half of the first inning here now as Team Elite comes to bat with the top of their order, number 1, Brett Bursama, the center fielder.
Starts off 0-1.
RT.
Keaton Anthony pitching.
Ryan.
Favorite player, Mike Trout. And why not?
Yeah, they asked all the players who their favorite major leaguer was, or favorite player, fouled off to the left to the third base side. And some of these young men, of course, have players that they look up to and that we find pretty interesting. Rob Bruno's going to read those off as best he can from time to time. And your leadoff hitter sends a high fly ball. Oh, a little miscommunication. It's going to drop for a base hit. Second baseman went after it. Got called off by the outfielders, and nobody caught it.
That's one of those tough things that sometimes happens early in the year. A little miscommunication. Second baseman went back. I think he almost kind of scared the right fielder off a little bit, and then he kind of relented and let it go. Just a tough play.
So the first hitter for Team Elite is on base, and it brings up number 2 in the 2 spot, Jack Cream, a second baseman. On the mound for Team Combat, Keaton Anthony. Behind the plate, Corey Collins. Batter stepping in for the first pitch. High and outside, ball 1. No score, bottom of the first inning. One and 0 the count.
Just missed out.
Yep, make it 2 and 0. Pretty much the same place the first pitch came.
Yep. Jack Cream's got a nice setup. Left-handed hitter, second baseman, throws right, hits left. Valuable. Something about those lefties.
Another one high and outside. Pitcher Keaton Anthony maybe needs to take about 1 click to the left and 2 clicks down to be right in the middle of the strike zone, but maybe he's putting them up there hoping Cream will reach for one. That one's low and in ball 4. Base on balls for the number 2 hitter. The first one goes to second base. He reached base on an error by the infield outfield, and our number 2 hitter is now on base. Runners at first and second. Brings up Justice Bailey, number 11.
Bailey's hitting 3 in the lineup. He's the extra hitter today. My guess is he probably pitched a little bit earlier, too. Probably why he's the extra hitter.
$11 players on the roster, 9 positions on the field, so there's always going to be a little bit of moving around.
And my intel was true. He pitched and he caught today and did a good job. He helped get them to this game.
2 games a day for 3 days to get where they are right now in a position to win a berth in the Travel Ball National Championship Tournament. There's a nicely hit ball to deep right field. Fielder goes back for it, gets turned around a little bit, and we're going to bring 1 run home, it looks like. Nope. Froze him at third.
Yeah, I had to hold up, and that's a situation where you think the guy's going to catch it. And the challenge is on that, you always have to realize that a ball is going to slice to the wall. The right fielder opened up to his right side. He should have opened up to the foul line side, and he probably would have had that. So the guy at second really had to hesitate. Probably could have scored, but, there's plenty of opportunities.
They hesitated in case they had to tag up, and they didn't. So they had to, that hesitation cost them, well, so far anyway, they haven't scored a run. Bottom of the first inning, no score. 1-0 the count to the number 4 hitter, Trey Baker, the first baseman.
Good looking left-handed hitter, nice setup.
Crack down past the second baseman to short center, to short right field. 1 run does score now, and they've got runners at first, second, and third.
I really liked his setup. He had nice, quiet hands. It brings up Ryan Todd, who's a good-looking athlete. Threw really well that first inning. This Team Elite's a good club.
They're out of Forsyth, Georgia, south of Metro Atlanta. We are up here in Cobb County, north of Metro Atlanta, very close to the town of Woodstock, technically in Marietta, Georgia, which is a huge piece of real estate.
Not too far from Kennesaw.
Nope, Kennesaw is a little bit further up the road and to the west.
Brian, have you ever went to the Rib Ranch?
I can't say that I've been to Rib Ranch.
Off the Canton Highway there, 267B.
Even though I live here and have been to just about every place there is.
We know the guys in the truck have. Here's what I suggest. Get the 1 pound beef rib. You cannot go wrong.
Well, don't get me started with restaurants because I can name off a few too.
I bet. One of the great places in the area is Marietta Diner. It's got the biggest menu I think I've ever seen in my life. It looks like an encyclopedia.
Yes. A little bit further down in Buckhead, Atlanta, is the Hilltop Diner.
Oh,
similar.
boy. Yep. If you like Italian, Il Molino.
There you go. 3-1 the count.
And who doesn't?
To the pitcher, Ryan Todd. Long ball to deep left field.
Falls in front there. Falls in front of that left fielder. What a great play by the shortstop.
Yes.
Freeland picks that up.
At third, but a runner scores.
We had a force play at third. They weren't sure whether they're going to catch it or not. The guy from second going to third has to hesitate. 1 bounce. Freeland picks it up with his bare hand, makes the play to third. Very acrobatic. The kid's really something else.
That's number 10, Alex Freak Freeland, they call him at shortstop.
Rhett Williams now batting.
So 1 out, 2 runs scored here in the bottom of this first inning. And indeed, Rhett Williams, the right fielder, is at the plate.
Again, we're at a situation where we're going to talk about situational hitting. And in this case, man on second and third, 1 out. We're going to try and the infielders are back in the middle, looking to try and hit the ball hard up the middle, score a run here. Drive it somewhere here.
Pretty decent gap to the right if he can hit it that way too.
Yeah, good shot right center. The center
Away
fielder is
from the
very
runners.
deep. Yeah, the center fielder is really deep.
Very deep.
Left fielder is really deep.
Okay. And I've been corrected. It is Forsyth County, Georgia, which is well north of the metro area in Atlanta, near Cumming, Georgia. Another great little town in the foothills of the mountains.
we talked about those outfielders being very deep. That was a regular fly ball that really probably should have been caught if he was playing in a normal position, but he was really far back in center field.
So another run scores. We're up 3-0 now. The Forsyth County Team Elite.
Looks like a line drive in the scorebook, though.
Your batter is Jared Spears, the third baseman.
Strike one, maybe a little bit down, but it was close enough. Pitcher steps off. When that shortstop, he sees that open area and he breaks towards second base, pitcher's either got to step off or he's got to pick. He can't throw, and he did a good job.
Chop foul. Runners in first and second.
Keaton Anthony is throwing strikes. It's almost to the effect to where sometimes you can be wild right over the middle of the plate. Instead of trying to hit the corners, you're over the middle, and they're making them pay. These kids are up there swinging really well.
Goes to second.
Not sure if the ball was back in play yet. Nice block.
Down and in the dirt. Going to go to third. Safe.
I'll tell you what, great jump on the ball in dirt there. Great base running. Both kids moved up.
And at third base, the runner went around that tag, went sort of the third baseman swung around with his glove, and the base runner was already there.
Yeah, he was under. Very instinctive base running. That's something that you want to teach at a younger level. It's not easy. Reading that ball in dirt, anticipating. That's a great job.
Boy, Team Elite has really jumped on top of this one as they strike out Jared Spears for the second out, but they have runners at second and third. And the catcher, Ford Kelly, is coming up to bat, left-handed.
Good breaking ball, that last pitch by Keaton Anthony.
Catcher looking towards the coach for the sign. There's the only empty base on the field right now, first.
Ford Kelly, left-handed hitting catcher. Right-handed throwing, obviously.
Foul tip over the catcher.
Goes after that, a little bit up, probably a ball, but you'd rather see these guys be aggressive and swing at a pitch that's not quite in the zone than take one right down the middle.
1-1.
This is about finding out what you can do, not what you can't do.
Keaton Anthony, the pitcher. Steps off. Called strike two.
Little backdoor breaking ball there. Touched the corner. Thought the catcher did a nice job framing it on the outside corner there. Catchers, now they're going to try and elevate a fastball up, and they sure did.
Use the grip, bat speed.
Off the fence and into the glove of the catcher. No play.
Catcher cheated up a little bit now, and it wouldn't surprise me if he went ahead and threw a breaking ball and buried it in the dirt to change his eyesight with good pitch sequencing. Let's say breaking ball down maybe now. Yeah,
there
you go. So they're doing a good job of sequencing pitches, changing the eyesights, changing speeds, never anything in the same zone at the same speed. What we were talking about earlier, very sophisticated stuff. They're just not pouring in fastballs at 65 miles an hour every pitch.
Count stays the same at 1-2.
Nice job behind.
Now goes to 2-2.
Collins really does a good job behind the dish. Strong arm, great hitter. Kind of reminds me of another guy that from the area.
And the play at first retires the side, but not before Team Elite from Forsyth County pulls up 3 runs to go ahead 3-0 here as we move to the top of the second inning right after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Welcome back to the prestigious Cobb County Baseball Center, officially in Marietta, Georgia, and absolutely in eastern part of Cobb County, north of the city of Atlanta. And from Forsyth County, Team Elite out 3-0 here as we go to the top of the second inning. They retired the side, 3 up, 3 down. The defense never made a play. The pitcher and catcher doing all the work and getting it done. And they are. The pitcher on the mound is Ryan Todd, number 23. Behind the plate, Ford Kelly now has his gear on, and he's made his way to his position. A couple more throws, and they'll bring the first batter of the second inning in for Team Combat.
The dangerous Corey Collins now up.
Yep, Corey Collins, the catcher, starting catcher. Gets a piece of one down the first base line, all the way into the corner for the right fielder. He's going to hold at second, probably the prudent thing to do with a nice stand-up double. Corey Collins.
He's had a great weekend.
It brings up Jack Costal.
Costal was the closer in the last game. Plays a good third base, playing right field, I believe, today. But again, these guys they're kind of interchangeable moving parts, aren't they, Brian? They're in, they're out. They play everywhere.
They're all listed at every position, it seems like. And
yes.
At this age, well, why not? You know, move them around, find out where they play best, find out where they settle, what they like. And to be as versatile as possible at this age is only a good thing. You don't want to specialize when you're 12 years old.
Nope.
Not yet. You'll find your place if you're going to continue on in this great sport.
Maybe specialize in having fun.
That's the whole point of the exercise, isn't it?
Absolutely. And trust me, they're having fun. This is great. You can't beat this.
Called strike. 1-2 the count.
Let's go.
Todd is throwing strikes, no question about it.
Good sharp breaking ball.
There's one to hit. Goes high. And back to the catcher, Todd, for the grab.
Right back to the pitcher.
Yep. I mean, sorry, the pitcher.
Same
I'm
thing.
looking at the catcher from our vantage point, and he was watching his pitcher make the catch. One out. And the batter is number 25, center fielder Zach Green.
Speedy Zach Green.
Yeah, he's pesky when he gets on base.
Yes, he is. The key is getting on base with this pitcher.
First things first. A bunt.
Oh,
He lays
nice
one
bunt.
down.
Nice
Yeah,
bunt.
beautiful. Long throw to first.
Oh, he got him. Great play. Ryan Todd just made a great play. Outstanding for a pitcher. He's like another infielder out there. He pounced on that thing down the third baseline. That was a good bunt. It was pretty much down the line. Got there, made a strong throw. Nice stretch at first base. That was just a great play.
Runner on third with Jack Cream, the second baseman, up to bat. Sorry, Sam Hawley, the right fielder and sometimes catcher.
Sam does it all. He's EH in right field. He does everything today. Breaking ball started off. Pretty sharp breaking ball. Break late.
Alex Freeland on third
Come with
base
him a little bit.
in scoring position.
Alex is the courtesy runner.
In for the pitcher, Corey. In for the catcher, Corey Collins. High pop fly. That one's going out of play behind the dugout.
Got you on, you know it's coming.
Hey, let's be good now. Be good with it.
You know it's coming, Jim.
Hey, boy. Pretty good 0-2 spot. Here we go.
Missed up.
1-2. Ducks out of the way of that one. Runner's not going to make it to home plate on that. Too quick, the catcher. Ford Kelly grabbing it up.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Inning 2.
2's across the board.
Yes, sir.
Big numbers, that 3 at the bottom. 3-0 lead for Team Elite. And they retire the side, stranding a runner at third. They'll come up to bat now with a chance to extend that lead. We'll see if they do in just a moment.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing weight since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Power button. I just need to
We go to the bottom of the second inning now with Forsyth County Team Elite coming up to bat. They'll start off with number 5, Josh Vexelman. Extra hitter.
Easy for you to say that, Brian.
Oh, that's an easy.
You've done international work, so when you start
Oh, yeah.
Scandinavian.
Oh, yeah.
that's right. And the Russians.
I don't find that so difficult because their alphabet is different from ours, and like Japanese, their names are usually pronounced the way they're spelled.
Fairly phonetic.
Phonetic, indeed.
Very nice.
But when you get to Scandinavian names, you can get your tongue wrapped around your eye teeth and not know what you're saying. First batter up.
Well, what'd you say? Hey, just give me that.
Brian, how many international events have you done?
Oh, I lost count. 8 Olympics, Pan American, and Goodwill Games.
My goodness. That's unbelievable.
No, these are my hit skills, dude. I wanted skills.
The 2 most interesting, Pan American Games in Cuba.
Oh,
And I'm going to say Winter Olympics in Lillehammer.
wow.
2 most interesting for me. Places I have not been, and of course Cuba, not many people have.
Teofilio Stevenson, I remember, the boxer.
Oh, I got my phone.
Well, I had an up-close and personal encounter with Fidel Castro as I was trying to make my way to do a winner's interview. And and I was stopped by a hand that was at the end of the arm of the largest human being I've ever seen. One of Premier Fidel's bodyguards stopped me until Fidel himself made his way to the award ceremony, after which I was able to take my turn.
Now, the old story that Tommy Lasorda always tells is that Fidel Castro tried out for the Dodgers at one point, and he did. He was a pitcher. Tommy took his spot. Tommy was a pitcher also, won that job. If Tommy didn't do that, Fidel Castro wouldn't have been president of Cuba.
2-2 and a fly ball over the fence.
Do we call him president? Do we call him dictator? What is the official title?
You better call him whatever he says.
Yes. Well, not anymore, but we're at one point.
Hey, make sure you slap back in there.
Some of the members of it was ABC television, of course, that broadcast the Pan American Games from Cuba. And one of the coolest things, so some of my colleagues went to the rowing venue, and Fidel showed up there, and they were able to get his autograph on their credential. Now, how cool is that?
Definitely an icon.
Full count, 3-2. For the first batter for Team Elite, bottom of the second inning. Number 7, Miles Hartfield. He's going to take a base on balls.
Now, Miles, from the first day, I saw him Friday night. I asked their team, who's going to, and this game was just a muddy mess. I asked these guys, who's going to get the dirtiest? And I interviewed Miles. He says, oh, that'll be me. And it was definitely Miles. He was a mess. I think he slid just a slide.
Runners at first and second as both Josh Vexelman and Miles Hartfield have reached base, and there's a little confab going on out at the mound. Pitcher Keaton Anthony and catcher Corey Collins. Not able to keep these Team Elite runners off base thus far, at least with any consistency. They've put a lot of runners up there. They're already down to the bottom of the order in only their second at bat. Because Wyatt Crowell, the fielder's coming up.
I got nobody out.
So they keep Anthony and Collins in position.
The quicker you can turn that lineup over, the more success you're going to have. And you're right, they're already down to the hitter number 11.
And he drops a bunt.
Great bunt. Great
advances
bunt.
the runners.
And everybody's safe. And runners move up.
Oh, 2 of them are going to score.
Great running.
As the infield was relaxing out there, thinking the play was over, but nobody had. The runner was safe at first. Heads up base running by Team Elite. They scored 2 more
On a bunt.
on a bunt that went maybe 9 feet.
But it was a very good bunt. You always talk about when you're going to drag bunt down third, down the line or foul, and that's exactly what he did.
So no outs, 2 more runs scored. Team Elite goes up 5-0 in the bottom of the second inning.
Wouldn't surprise me if they maybe bunted again.
Well, it worked.
Leadoff hitter usually has a good bat. No, he's swinging.
Yep.
Going to right center, right to the right fielder.
It's going to go to the right fielder for the first out.
Now you can see on that fly ball, it sliced and kind of faded back to the right fielder out there. That's Jack Costle, and he got beat on one that he should have opened up to the left the last time. As we talked about, when you hit the ball down the lines, it's going to curve down the lines, whether you slice it. Oh, little step off, quick move.
And the ball gets by the first baseman, Josh Schuler, and the runner advances.
Crawl left early. Pitcher stepped off.
Would have had him.
Oh, sure, he worked back and he overthrew over there to the first baseman, and just couldn't quite handle this. Josh Schuler. It wasn't the best throw there, and the runner moves up. They're very aggressive. Team Elite's playing really well. They're really pushing the buttons. Now they're going to go to third on a wild pitch, and he's got some wheels.
Yep. Wyatt Crowell. He's a little guy playing big right now.
That's right.
He's working his way all the way around the bases.
We had some great interviews earlier. Dr. Tom Hansen, the foremost sports psychologist in baseball, who's in Tampa, came up this weekend. And we were talking about the ABCs of baseball, and I'll tell you a little bit about that. You said small guy acting big, and he talks about the ABCs: act big, breathe big, commit big, and that's what that young man just did. Wyatt's all over the place and really believes in himself, running, hustling. They're really making what we call playing fast catch. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Back to the top of the order now with second baseman Jack Crean. Really liked the way Wyatt Crowell played. Laid down a bunt, 2 runs scored, and then he skitters around the bases all the way to third on stolen bases.
Umpire was cleaning up the plate, but I think he was actually having a talk with the catcher really at the same time.
Well, they freshened up home plate with a can of spray paint there, made it look a little bit better for this 4th game of the day on this field.
You know, the field looks great, though. They did a good job. They've dragged it. They've got to put a little water on it. Field looks great. Great condition still.
And hit by pitch.
No, ball 4.
Sorry,
that was
ball 4. Full count goes to ball 4. Base on balls. Now we've got runners on the corners, first and third. For number 11, Justice Bailey.
You know, Justice is again, one of their guys, obviously number 3 hitter. First, third situation, there's a lot of things you can do. You can fake bunt. You could steal in this situation. There's going to be either hit and run, regular steal. A lot of times you could bunt. Not for him. He's going to be a 3 hitter. They're going to hold him on. There you go. They're holding him on first. Something's going to happen here, though. This is always an action play with first, third situation.
And only 1 out.
That's right. A lot of times teams will push a bunt through the 4 hole if they've got like a 1, 2, or 9 hitter. It's a good strategy play. A lot of times they'll fake bunt, fake squeeze to draw those corner guys in. The middle guys go to the corners, and second base is free. You run a little delay. It's a great play. Now I just gave all my information out. Hopefully none of my competitors are listening to that.
Called strike 1 for Justice Bailey. He's already scored a run, by my recollection anyway. Yeah. Well, 5 of the Team Elite members have scored runs.
Justice has got one of his pockets out. That's for good luck. Got the elephant ear, they call it. There's the runner.
Oh, stopped the ball. The shortstop made the grab, but the runner advances to second. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position. 1 out, 1-1 the count to the batter, Justice Bailey.
You're really looking to try and add at this point. Hit the ball up in the middle, hard, good pitch. Infield's up. They've got to be up. They've got to cut this run off. They can't give up another run, really. It's tough because here's your number 3 hitter, and he's a stud. And he's going to hit the ball hard. A lot of times with men on second and third, if it's a close game and it's a little bit early still, they'll play back because you don't want a ball to get by the infield because that's going to score 2 runs. Maybe with man on third only, but with 2 guys on, not normally, but they really have to do it now. And that's hit well deep to left center.
Ball, but the only outfielder that was deep enough to make that catch was the left fielder. He does, but runner at third tags up. Runner at second stays put. And on a sacrifice fly to left field, they score another run. Team Elite up 6-0.
And as a coach, you love to see that. It's a productive out. You're moving guys along. Great job. The guy at second didn't go to third, obviously. He didn't want to make that third out. Would have been. Everything was good. I really like Trey Baker here. I really like his setup. Tall, lanky guy. Left-handed. Maybe a little Freddie Freeman in him.
2-0.
Freddie's got to play against Freddie, got to coach against him a lot. He's a Southern California guy. When we go down to Southern California from Northern, used to love to watch him hit. And he's, of course, a local favorite with Atlanta Braves.
3-0.
Just signed a very nice contract. It's good to be Freddie.
Capitan America. Hello, Capitan America.
He's got a pretty good number here at old Babe Ruth, too. On the corner.
First strike called. 3-1.
I'm surprised they didn't let him loose on that. I'll bet you he had the green light on that. He's a pretty good hitter. They're up by 6. 4 hitter. Let it fly. Ball 4.
Walks. Runners on first and second now for the hitter from the 5 spot. Number 23, Ryan Todd, the pitcher. Catcher going out to the mound again.
I just think that they're probably not going to go too much farther here. They're going to have to shake it up a little bit on the hill.
Well, the coach hadn't headed that way, so it's a conference among the players.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Did you feel like we had a good hit?
Break up the momentum a little bit. Slow it down. As Dr. Tom Hansen says, go into a red mode, stop, take a step back, refocus, now let's go play. That's a great idea.
Ryan Todd, the batter. 2 outs, runners at first and second.
Starts off with a sharp breaking ball.
Just missed. Ball 1.
My best hits, I don't even feel.
That miss did.
Throw to second.
Nice pick play there. Just missed. Runner got back.
There's your empty third base for now. Leans away from ball 3.
One more. It's going to load it up.
Yep. Advancing the runners the easy way without making a move. 3-0 the count.
As John Montefusco would say, the bags will be drunk. A little bit down.
And there it is. Ball 4. Base on balls. They are loaded. 2 outs.
Rhett Williams now, huh?
Yep, the right fielder.
Number 9.
Here we go, Rhett, get him in.
I think they're going to make a change
Yeah,
here.
coach calls a timeout. He's
see.
heading towards the mound. And he'll take the ball from his starting pitcher, number 5, Keaton Anthony.
Don't quite know who's coming in. It looks like the left fielder, who's the lefty. That would be one of the Hollies there. That's Jake Hawley coming
Jake
in, I
Hawley.
believe.
Yep, he didn't play in the semifinal game, but he's out there right now.
Yeah,
Playing in left field, number 1.
and he threw early in the tournament, did a nice job. Strike thrower. Not a big guy, but mixes it up. Sometimes you just have to change the momentum, give him a different look.
Do something, even if it's wrong, my dad always used to say.
I remember John Madden had a great quote. He said, I don't care if the horses are blind, just load up the wagon.
Well, there's a little bit of a disgruntled coach over on the Team Combat dugout. And when you're down 6-0, I guess disgruntled is probably justified. Meanwhile, the pitcher, the new pitcher, Jake Hawley, is warming up, having come in from left field, relieving Keaton Anthony. While the batter, Rhett Williams, stands by.
I've always found, Brian, if there's a a disagreement between an umpire and a coach, usually the umpire wins.
Usually.
Yes, sir.
And eventually, ultimately, oh,
Missed in.
just in, but enough to take Rhett Williams off his feet, trying to avoid a very hard thrown ball. The first one from new pitcher Jake Hawley. Strike.
Brian, one of the highlights of my life in Arizona about 9 years ago in a fall baseball game.
I think it's count as 1-1.
I got to throw 2 umpires out of a game as a coach.
Now, is that one of those few occasions where the coach won?
That was the only occasion where the coach won. Nice play by Alex the Freak Freeland to end that inning.
To retire the side finally, but again, 6-0 is the lead as we go to the top of the third inning. Team Elite has done some damage. Team Combat will come back and see if they can even the score after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Team Elite from Forsyth County leading 6-0, and Team Combat trying to return to a competitive position here as they bring their third baseman Hunter Marsh up to bat. Still on the mound, pitcher Ryan Todd still behind the plate, catcher Ford Kelly. They have combined thus far for 2 scoreless innings. Oh, 0-2 the count for Ryan Todd. Struck him out. 3 straight pitches. That's kind of how it went in the first inning for Ryan Todd. 3 up and 3 down. Nobody on the defense made a play. It was all pitcher catcher. They were the only ones that touched the ball. High, ball 1.
Hey, be aggressive with your hands. Violent with your top hand. Let's get it through. Come on.
Your batter is the first baseman, Josh Schuler.
Hey, be ready to hit right here.
Schuler had a tough time over there at first base, allowing a couple of runs to score. Takes a big swing at this one.
Pretty good cut right there.
Yeah. Only thing missing was contact.
I like the aggressiveness, though.
Another big swing and another strike.
Swung right through that.
2-2.
Very impressed with Ryan Todd tonight.
Keep our head still. Come on, head still. Keep your head still.
And why wouldn't you be? He's thrown 2 scoreless innings, barely allowing the defense any opportunity to play. The left fielder's got to
Nice play.
And he makes it all the way over to the foul line.
Wyatt Crowd went a long way to catch that ball, made a nice play.
Let's go. Get it started.
I was real impressed with his offense. Now I'm pretty impressed with his defense.
It's just a good club here. It's a good club. Jake Hawley, one of the 2 twins. I wonder if they're related to Buddy.
Go, Jake.
Jake Hawley, who came in as a pitcher just a little while ago, is now at the plate, number 1. Been to Buddy Holly's grave.
Wow.
In Waco, Texas, as we got
No kid.
a line drive down the first base line.
Very nice play.
Can't beat the throw. Jake Hawley with a nice little punch on the ball, but the ball got there before he did to first base. And at that, we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Forsyth County's Team Elite coming up to bat next to see if they can add to their lead. They've done a pretty good job in the first 2 innings. We'll see how they fare in this one in a moment.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing weight since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Checked it out and everything, and it was not compromised, and so they left it that way.
Unbelievable.
It's still
I don't know.
bottom of the 3rd inning now, and it is still Forsyth County's Team Elite leading 6-0. They are at bat once again. And we've got young Jake Hawley on the mound, getting a pat on the back. As the light is beginning to fade, the lights are on here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex.
Absolutely beautiful early evening. Still about 60-something degrees now.
Just the tiniest little bit of coolness in the air, which of course isn't going to affect these young athletes. They're out there moving around, staying warm. But the sun has gone down, taking that nice warm glow off. Jake Hawley on the mound. Still Corey Collins behind the plate, catching for his second pitcher of the game. And nice contact made there. It's going to go high to the right fielder who makes the grab. 1 out.
That was Costle out there.
Costle,
Yeah.
right field, yep.
Yeah. Pretty sure-handed, good third baseman. Closed that last game for them.
Well, if Jake Hawley can get these Team Elite batters to hit into plays like that, he will have done his job. He doesn't have to throw hard. He just has to put the ball where they can't get a really good swing at it.
Change speeds.
Yep, change speeds,
And locate.
change location.
Right.
Move the ball around, see what he can make happen. Like that. Strike 1.
Well, they had a fairly hard throwing guy that's a right-hander. Now you have a softer throwing left-hander. It's a different look.
Took a nice cut at that one, and it's going to land foul. 3 more feet would have been extra bases. 3 more feet to the left. And if a frog had wings, and if.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, everybody to have Merry Christmas.
There you go. Strike
On that outside corner.
struck him out.
Good pitch.
Not power, just location. Jake Holly
And
making it happen. 2 outs.
That's the name of the game. When you get to the big leagues, velocity becomes number 4 on the priority. You have to have the prerequisite velocity to get there, but once you're there, change of speeds, location, movement, and then velocity.
Josh Vexelman, the extra hitter, now at bat.
You know, here we are in just outside of Atlanta. Greg Maddux probably topped out at 87, 88 most of his career, and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
More than a few, no hitters. Don't remember perfect games.
Well, he might have, but I know
certainly a lot of no hitters.
Well, and then you've got Tom Glavine, who's
And
the same
winners.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
Tom Glavine just painted the outside corner all day long, much like that right there.
Yep, that was a nice pitch, just over the outside corner to the right. Called strike.
Just painting the black right there, and that's pitching. A little too good right over the
Another
middle.
Another pop fly, and it's easily caught by the right fielder. So 3 up and 3 down for Jack Costal. That's getting the job done for Gwinnett County's Team Combat. They don't need any more defense. They just need a little more offense. We'll see if they can produce some as we go to the top of the 4th inning after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using Swing Away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
We didn't see.
Yeah.
The lights are on here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. With the sun fading in spite of daylight savings time has taken us to extra innings, you might say. But nevertheless, the lights are on here as we play our 4th and final game of the afternoon. And I'd like to welcome once again the National Director, Rick Goff, to our booth here. And Rick, you've already crowned a few tournament winners here. You've awarded some berths in the National Championship, the Travel Ball National Championship coming up later on in the season. And now as you begin to look back on this weekend, how does it look?
What a great weekend of baseball all the way around. We crowned, as you said, some champions in the 10 and the 11-year-old division already. In the 10U division, 6-4-3 double play Cougars right here out of Georgia defeated Team Georgia in the 10-year-old finals 4-1. Great baseball game. And 6-4-3 is one of those teams that we issued an automatic berth to, which means that we will take the runner-up in the 10-year-old division, Team Georgia, and they overwhelmingly accepted their bid. They did a little dance, as a matter of fact, when they were informed that they got the bid.
Well, too bad we didn't get pictures of that. Oh, a diving catch attempt, but not successful by the center fielder. And it's going to be a sliding double for second baseman Josh Downs as Team Combat puts a runner in scoring position with their first man at bat.
Yeah, in the 11-year-old division, we've seen it right here live as the East Cobb Astros battled back from an early 4-0 deficit to take home the division. But once again, they had their automatic bid, and so Stars and Stripes accepted their bid too, right on the spot. So that's nice when those teams do that.
So both did. It was a win-win situation in spite of one team outscoring the other. In both cases, both teams will end up back here in July.
Yeah, they both come back in July, and they, like I said, they were very happy to do it. It was kind of a good news, bad news type of thing. You know, the bad news is they lost a game, but the good news is they secured the bid.
Deep to left field, another this time successful catch, and the first out. Team Combat holds their runner at second base. One out brings up number 10, Alex Freak Freeland, the shortstop. See if he can produce some offense here. Bring a runner to home plate.
Well, the last time I sat down here with you, we had an extraordinarily long inning. And
it was with great fear and trepidation that I welcomed you again.
Well, I think Team Combat might want to see me here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You were certainly a good luck for the East Cobb Astros. And now they've advanced their runner to third. So maybe that mojo is rubbing off here on Team Combat.
Right now they're looking for anything.
Anything
they can get. That first run is the hardest run to get, and hopefully it gets easier after that. But unlike the other two divisions, this division here, we do not have a qualifier. So this is a winner-take-all game here.
There you go. Well, right now it looks like Team Elite from Forsyth County, their pitcher has done a marvelous job. Ryan Todd, he had one wild pitch over the head of Josh Downs, who is now standing on third base. He reached base, of course, not because of that. But otherwise, Ryan Todd, the pitcher, has done a great job. They have brought in, they have put Justice Bailey behind the plate in the catcher spot. There's a big hit. Boy, you saw that one coming from our vantage point right behind home plate, and it goes all the way to the fence. We're going to score a run. There's that first run, and sliding in head first, arms first to second base. Nice job. Now he's got to clean some red Georgia clay out of his pants there.
That's not an easy thing to do either.
No, it's not easy to get off, and it may not be that easy to get out either.
That might be something that Combat needs to get going here. That first run, like I mentioned earlier, is huge in confidence. This sport is all about confidence, and Combat gets a couple of hits here back-to-back, scores some runs. That confidence is going to start soaring.
Throwing strikes. That's what Ryan Todd does. It's up to Team Combat to make a connection.
With a 5-run lead, that's you want to throw strikes. Make that team earn. Don't give them no free passes. Make them earn their way on.
There's another one.
That's deep.
Hit ball.
That's deep.
Yeah, that is
out of here.
Over the center field fence that's got to be 20 feet tall. The first home run on this field of the weekend. And talk about getting some momentum together. Nice job for the starting catcher, Corey Collins. And just like that, it's a 6-3 ball game, and it's still only one out.
Well, there's that confidence that I was talking about. They get that first run in, long double. Next thing you know, home run.
Every team in the tournament's going to want you sitting here in the booth at some point during their game.
That's the way it looks right now. That's the way it looks right now. I mean, it's, what seems to be an easy cruising along is 6-0 now has turned into a 6-3 game, and he's got to go out there and calm down his pitcher and remind him that he still has a lead. Even though with that home run, they still have a 3-run lead.
Yes, indeed. He's still throwing great balls, still throwing strikes. But, yeah, these teams don't need a lucky rabbit's foot or to rub Buddha's belly. They just need Rick Goff in the booth for an inning, and they're back in the game.
We'll have to keep that in mind on all of our other broadcasts. I might have to charge to come sit down here.
I bet you could make some money at that.
That's amazing. Well, like I mentioned in the 11U game, confidence right now is a big factor, and the momentum. And momentum's big in any sport, not just baseball, but in any sport. But right now, Team Combat's got the momentum going their way.
Yep, Jack Costle, the right fielder, is at the plate for a called ball one. Looking over to the coach for some inspiration.
Before I forget, there's some people out there that I want to thank that makes this weekend possible. Your crew, first and foremost.
Whoa, just past the outstretched glove of the pitcher, goes all the way to center field for a base hit.
That was sharply hit.
Yes, indeed.
Sharply hit.
With runners on base, they would have scored a few more. So, well, I would say on behalf of our crew, you're certainly welcome, Rick Goff, and we enjoy being here. We enjoy helping you bring this this great tournament to fans at home who have the opportunity not only to watch it live as they are right now, but to watch for these teams to go home and relive the experience, if you will, on a recorded basis. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah, you can go back to travelball.com and travelballselect.com at any time and pull up the archives of this. Especially these young men, they're playing the game right now, so they definitely want to go home and see it and see the things they did wrong, see the things they did right.
See themselves on TV.
See themselves on TV.
Or something like it.
Have their names mentioned, and that's big for these guys. They'll remember that for the rest of their lives.
Well, we're all about making memories at a certain point for young people when we move up. And there's another well-hit ball, but that's going to fall just to the shortstop. Not quite a play for left field. So the shortstop, Miles Hartfield, makes the play. 2 outs.
I also want to take a minute to thank East Cobb too. This complex is great, and a lot of families left out of here. It was the first time they were here this weekend, and they had great things to say about it. So I want to thank East Cobb, again, your production crew here and all the TV people involved. I think my tournament assistant Sam Shook, she does a wonderful job. She travels with me everywhere I go across the country, and without her, these things wouldn't run as smooth as they do. It's a lot of controlled chaos behind the scenes, and she's my control. So
little like the swan.
Yeah,
gliding smoothly over the water, paddling like heck underneath.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to have somebody good with you when you do things. So, getting down the last few innings here, it's been a great weekend. Enjoyed being here, and can't say enough, and look forward to working with everybody in the future for sure.
And another well-hit ball, but fielded equally as well. And that retires the side, but Gwinnett County's team combat, in no small part due to the presence of Rick Goff here in the broadcast booth, has now brought this back to a 6-3 score. Rick, we thank you as always for joining us. We thank you especially for inviting us, and we look forward to the fruits of your labor further on through the course of this season as we move now to the bottom of the 4th inning. Thanks again to Rick Goff, and we'll be right back after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
"Son, you just gotta swing away."
And swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 4th inning, and our thanks again to National Director Rick Goff for sitting in with us, and welcome back to the booth now, Rob Bruno from NorCal. As well, Rob, you didn't miss all the excitement. You were certainly standing by nearby. But, man, what a home run ball by Corey Collins, who's now behind the plate catching for number 1, Jake Holly again.
I'll tell you, Corey dialed 9 for long distance. And actually, I don't even dial 9 for long distance anymore in hotels. I'm probably dating myself, but that was a mammoth blast. He's been the most impressive hitter in the tournament. 250-foot
wall that's got to be 24 feet high. That thing had to travel close to 300 feet to get out of here.
No doubt. And I guess he hit one about 310 feet yesterday.
Well, bless his heart. Now he's behind the plate. Strike 1.
Shortstop, Miles Hartsfield, made some good plays already.
Mm-hmm.
He's a guy I talked to earlier, and they said he's going to be the dirtiest guy out there from that first game, and he proved right, and he's just a hard-nosed dude. Check swing, he said he went.
Strike 2.
I think if the umpire probably just waited a little bit longer, he might not have pulled the trigger so quick on that one. As a rule, these umpires have been unbelievable, though. I've seen it all weekend. They've done a great, great job.
I would agree
Nice
100%.
shot.
That one,
Tell you what, that's
a great grab.
great catch out there. But in our lineup, in the dugout, we're going to put a Q right next to that thing as a quality at bat. He stung that thing. I'd rather have that than some blue pit. He really hit the ball hard there.
And Jack Costel in right field made a diving grab.
Jack's done a nice job the whole time.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be a highlight reel play right there.
Wyatt Kroll. Wyatt's a pesky little dude who's been making things happen in this game. He's been a big catalyst for those 6 runs.
Yeah, to remind you, he laid down a bunt and got on base, and then managed to work his way. Well, he sent in 2 runs on a throwing catching error, I guess you'd say, over at first. So 2 runs scored on the bunt laid down by Wyatt Crowell, and then he moved all the way around to score a run of his own.
Got to second, got to third, scored.
Deceptive power from that small young man. He just sent that one a pretty long way over the fence. Foul left. 1-1 to count. There's some power up the middle, right to the shortstop. Easy play. 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, Brett Boersma.
Sam Hawley's really done a nice job. Excuse me, Jake Hawley. Jake's come in, really shut these guys down. It's given them a different look. Really done a heck of a job here.
Yeah, they haven't scored any more runs since Jake Hawley came in the game to pitch in relief of Keaton Anthony, the starter.
Nice cut. Ball comes straight back. He was on that.
I love the shot. Love that shot. You can watch the hitter's eyes as he follows that ball in there. Swing and strike 1 for Boersma, center fielder. Oh, he saw that one all the way too. And
nice play.
Yeah, it's a play.
Nice catch in left field right there. I'll tell you, they hit 2 rocket shots to the outfielders, and nothing wrong with that. You'll take that every single time. You can't control that.
That was a
nice play.
hit ball and well caught. As that ends inning number 4, we go to the top of the 5th inning. Gwinnett County's team combat will come up and see if they can't pull 3 more runs out of the hat. We'll be back to see you after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex, we start inning number 5 with Gwinnett County's team combat at the plate to see if they can't pull 3 more runs. On the other hand, Ryan Todd, the pitcher, he's been throwing strikes. He's been there for 4 innings. And we'll see if he does more of the same as we go kind of to the bottom of the order here with third baseman Hunter Marsh, our first batter for team combat.
Marsh, Schuler, and then Jake Hawley. Pouring in a strike, 0-1. You're up by 3. It's the 5th inning. You want to get ahead. You want to stay ahead. Attack that zone. Make them hit, especially the bottom of the order here. Make them swing.
Boy, Ryan Todd doesn't have any trouble throwing the ball over the plate, Dan. Pretty hard at that. That's strike 2.
Perfect example of a fastball, either the first or second pitch, that's a strike. A good 70% of the time, they're going to come back with something off speed. Good, pretty sharp breaking ball there. Especially youth baseball, seems like.
Just the way he started the first inning. 3 batters up, 3 batters down. He's still throwing them the same way.
Yep. Fastball up and in. Wouldn't surprise me now, Brian, if we see something in the dirt off speed, changing the sights again. Both teams have done a good job with that. Really good pitching theory, sequencing. Wouldn't surprise me if we got something off speed down and away now. They're set up away. Fastball right on that corner, but he was set up out. He was set up about 4 to 6 inches out. He hit his target, did his job, but it was out about 2 balls out.
He's smiling because he was thinking maybe the batter would reach for that one.
Well, heck, I would have.
Catch it.
I'd have swung and missed, Brian.
Hey, look one adjust, look one adjust.
I was impressed, though, that where he put that ball, we've talked about chase pitch, waste pitch. That was more of a chase. It was something that he really could have offered at, but he held off, and I thought it was really good. Now it looks like maybe breaking ball away again.
Great location, this pitcher. There it is.
Right there.
Strike 3.
Come on, get through something. Hey, you gotta be aggressive with your hands here. Let's go. Stay tall. Be ready to hit. Come on.
First baseman Josh Schuler facing the pitcher now, Ryan Todd.
Stay tall.
I like the way this young man works.
Hey, light on the bottom. Come on, easy on the bottom.
Works at a quick pace. You always like that.
He looks over toward the coach, but you get the idea he already knows what he's doing. Side. Ball 2 behind the batter for one of the first times in this game.
And look what he just did. He's regrouping. He missed 2. Take a step off. Take a deep breath. Okay, now let's go. And I like that. He slowed everything down, taking it pitch by pitch. Result of a strike right there.
Right down the middle.
That's a perfect example of not letting the game spiral out of control, stepping back, taking a deep breath, and now let's go get after it 1 pitch at a time. And that's exactly what he did. That's outstanding. Missed up.
3-1.
Schuler's very patient. I saw him have a 10-pitch at bat yesterday. Close walk today.
Called strike 2. Count is full.
Cover it up, cover it up. Cover it up.
Todd really takes his time when there is a big pitch here. Strike 3.
Struck him out swinging.
Got him on the hands. That's impressive.
2 up, 2 down, just the way the first inning started.
Come on, Jake.
Now we go to Jake Hawley.
Savvy,
pitcher.
yes, real savvy pitcher. I've been impressed by him. He's only thrown 1 inning in the tournament, so he's.
I believe this is his first at bat.
Oh, Jake's hit twice. This is his second time here. Is it? Yeah, they're hitting all the way through.
Well, that's right. He hit, but he started out in left field.
Well, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
They're not turning that lineup over much.
His first hit since pitching, since coming in as a pitcher. That
That's
one goes
right.
out of play.
That's right.
0-2. Todd's out in front of the hitter.
You got it all.
Getting a new baseball to work with, a newer one.
Come on, Jake.
Nice hit.
Nice
Into the
catch.
glove. Oh, man. Good hit, better catch. Retires the side. And Team Combat goes out of the fifth inning, rather. With no additional score, they still trail Forsyth County's Team Elite 6-3. Going to the bottom of the fifth after this.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Bottom of the fifth inning here at the Cobb County Baseball Complex, East Cobb Baseball Complex. And Team Elite coming up to bat, leading 6-3, facing pitcher Jake Hawley, who's had great location. He's retired the side the last time he was up there, and just doing an all-around great job. Doesn't throw hard, but he puts the ball where he needs to.
He's facing Jack Green. Jack's the second baseman who just made a circus catch. Now, a lot of times, I know in the big leagues, they always say, hey, guy who makes a great catch like that, he's going to come up and hit a home run. I don't know if he'll do that, but let's see what Jack does.
Well, he hits one right back to the pitcher, who very calmly throws it over to his first baseman, Josh Schuler, for the play. One out.
Hey, no.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Score 6-3. One out. New batter. Number 11, Justice Bailey. He's the new catcher.
Justice is one of the regular catchers. It's just the fact that he's pitched a lot, caught a lot. I think they wanted to give him a little bit of a rest. He's obviously one of their top guys. He's hitting 3 in the lineup. They're working inside, which is scary.
Chops one down the line.
Foul ball. Just missed. We've got a foul ball. He's going to come back and hit. He'd rather hit. I think this kid would rather hit.
That was just foul. It popped over the bag.
Apparently to the left of it, though.
Yeah. From our vantage point, it's tough to see exactly, but the umpire is right there. He's going to hit one in the same direction, this time to the third baseman, who makes the throw. Josh Schuler makes the catch, and it's 2 up, 2 down. Team Elite still leading by 3 runs, but no further production as yet, as Trey Baker, the first baseman, comes up to bat.
Trey was pulled the inning before as the first baseman to be the EH, and I believe it's because if Ryan Todd does get into trouble, Trey's going to be the next pitcher.
Okay, he started at first base then.
He certainly did, and he's at the EH. But if Ryan does have any problems this next inning, and they're going through murderer's row, that 1 through 4, 1 through 5 is really tough. I think you'll see the big boy here.
Jake Hawley gets him to swing at 1. 1-1 the count.
Really impressed by the job Hawley's done out here. He's really kind of stemmed the tide, so to speak. Really slowed things down.
Gets him to foul one away for strike 2.
Oh! Don't want to hit me, but it moved. Dude. Oh, that was hit me. Dude, right? I looked up. I was like, they hit that bench and I was like,
1-2 the count.
I was like, they're coming over here.
Jake Hawley again, headed hitter. Takes his time on an important pitch. Throw it
Giving that away a little bit. You wanted the catcher to stay down a little bit more. Now they'll probably come back with something off speed. Hit well.
Yeah, and it's going to chase the
great catch out
all
there.
the way to the line before he makes the catch, but he does. 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gwinnett County's team combat trailing 6-3. One last chance to try to win this one coming right up.
At 10 years old, Bryce Harper's father's best advice was,
Son, you just gotta swing away.
and swing away he did.
Setting records in every age group he played.
And now at Major League All-Star as a rookie, as well as 2012 Rookie of the Year honors.
I've been using swing away since I was a kid, and I still use it as a pro.
Introducing the Bryce Harper MVP Edition. On sale for just $199 on swingaway.com. And now on sale at the Sports Authority.
Or swingaway.com.
Years before he was Sports Illustrated's chosen one, TravelBallSelect.com had already chosen 11-year-old Bryce Harper as an All-American. Go to the source for travel baseball national rankings and All-America teams, TravelBallSelect.com.
Welcome back in the waning moments of daylight here at the East Cobb Baseball Complex. The lights are on, however, and on the field, the light has not really changed a great deal other than to the advantage of the outfielders and stuff that don't have to be staring up into that brilliant midday sun. And trailing 6-3, the Gwinnett County team combat is coming up to bat with their last chance to try to win this and earn a berth in the national championship tournament later on this month. Top of the 6th inning, the 6th and final inning. And we have a new pitcher for Team Elite. He is number 3, Trey Baker. Started out at first base, and he's now on the mound. Same catcher, number 11, Justice Bailey.
We talked earlier, Brian, about him warming up and getting ready, and so that's exactly what they did. They gave him some time, get him some rest, ready to go, closing the game out. I'll tell you, very, very impressed by Ryan Todd. He threw 5 outstanding innings.
Yes, he did.
You know, he got knocked around a little bit, but I think that those 2 or 3 hitters are going to knock anybody around a little bit.
That was only because Rick Goff was sitting here, the good luck charm of the tournament. That no, I'm just kidding. The team combat, we kidded about that with Rick, that he has been good luck for a team trailing both times he visited the booth.
Rick has scored nine unearned runs right there. 6 and 3, I think.
He's standing by to hand out the trophies in this winner-take-all bracket. In a couple of the brackets, as he outlined, a couple of the age group brackets, both the winner and the runner-up have earned berths by invitation or by merit. And in this one, neither team has an invitation, so the winning team will earn a berth in the Travel Ball National Championship held here in July.
Well, they got the top of the order. If they're going to come back, this is a good spot. Top of the order. Josh Downs played a great weekend the whole time. Good table setter. Strike or ball 3.
Yep.
He gets on. I mean, it's a tough deal. Don't expect him to run. They got a lot of hitters behind him. He doesn't need to. His run is not that important. Nice strike one.
3-1 the count. They're not going to hand him one on 4 straight pitches.
No, sir.
The new pitcher, Trey Baker, probably it's going to take him a little while to find his rhythm out there. And he gets to chop a little one right back to the pitcher. And he throws him out. Close play at first, but the right call.
He got him.
So Team Elite 2 outs away now from earning their berth in the national championship tournament. They'll face number 5, Keaton Anthony, the starting pitcher. There's Trey Baker.
Keaton Anthony. also had a nice tournament. The Team Elite group's really done a nice job.
Well, they jumped out 3-0 in that first inning, and that's where the damage was done. They've basically played to a tie since then, these two teams. But boy, they jumped all over the starting pitcher, Keaton Anthony, who's now at the plate. He was throwing strikes, and they were hitting them. Nice. Another one right back to the pitcher. Well, this one much easier than the first. A play at first by the pitcher. 2 up, 2 down, 1 out from a win here now for Forsyth County's Team Elite.
Hey, we fight to the finish. Now let's go.
Like the way this young man's come in very calmly.
Nice, long and loose, lanky. Arm works well. Got the body of a pitcher, long levers.
Don't step in the bucket, kiddo.
Cutaway foul, well out of play. That's one for the souvenir hunters.
Come on, freak. Need you on.
He's not quite Randy Johnson, long and lanky, but
no, for a 12-year-old.
But you're right. That long lever moment, that long arm, long leg, big high kick, get a lot of extra oomph on the ball with all of that. And a good location pitch to make a batter swing at strike 2. 0-2 the count. What may be the last pitch of the game is about to be released.
Missed out. They set up outside, and he hit his target, but it was definitely out.
Umpire took his time.
It was a good pitch, though.
Playing that one for drama.
It was a good pitch.
It was a good pitch. He just missed on the outside. 1 and 2.
Good location. Good location.
That one's way outside. No problem with that call.
Here's an action pitch right here.
2 and 2.
I haven't seen the freak take 3 pitches in a row. I don't see him. This thing's close. He's going to hack.
Alex Freak Freeland. His mother named him Alex. His teammates, the Freak. And he chops one outside. 3 in a row back to the pitcher.
That's it.
And 3 in a row to first base, and that will end it. The Forsyth County Team Elite wins by a score of 6-3, earning their berth in the National Championship Tournament to be held in July right back here at the prestigious East Cobb Baseball Complex. A tip of the hat to Team Combat winning their semifinal and earning the right to play for a shot in that championship. It's not over for them yet. They can still find a way perhaps to that tournament. We'll have to wait and see. Although they have to win a qualifier somewhere, there will be another one back here in a few months, and the future is yet unknown for Team Combat. Well played by both teams, but that early 3-0 lead did the job for Team Elite. And we'd like to thank you for joining us for all 4 of our games here today on TravelBallSelect.com. Don't forget, you can watch them again in the archived content, and both for Rick Goff and for my broadcast partner, Rob Bruno. Again, thanks for joining us. I'm Brian Drever. So long until next time.
Real quick, if I get your attention, I know it's been a long weekend. Everybody's tired, but we had some great weather this weekend.